y'all want well, y'all babies to be witness to it, but the police
Where are you at? I'm sorry.
He said it's not letting them get through. He said something about the line business.
Oh.
I think it's him, guys. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine, man. Thank you for joining the show, man. I was just telling people as I watch your video, man, I say, you know, I got mad respect for you, brother, how you handle this whole recording, man. You a man of class, and you did, like you said, you was doing. You went down there to record this for show. You was just down there to pretty much to bring awareness to the situation. And even with all the fighting stuff that was going on, bro, you didn't even turn the camera on to where the fighting was going on. You just kept it on you and focused on the problem was. And I'll just tell people, man, I got mad respect for you, brother.
I appreciate that, and hopefully I can clear some things up.
Okay, my first question is, and hopefully everybody can hear you, because we got some people from your hometown in my chat room. My first question to you is, man, what alerted you to go down here? You know, how did you hear about this story? Because I just heard about the story last night. Somebody brought it to my attention, and somebody just sent me your video as I was live right now. And at first I said, man, this over an hour or something long. I can't watch all this, but but the more I watch your video, man, the more I started gaining respect for you, man, how you handle this, man. I wish we had more black brothers like you instead of filming the fuck shit, but you were filming the awareness, what was going on, and keeping people up to date what was going on. Brother, you even went so far and tried to make sure people had water. Now, I was joning you a little bit about the mask thing, and I was like, dude, people too mad to be thinking about a mask right now. I said, but you make it a good gesture, though. But right. You doing your thing, brother. Either way it go, regardless of what I agree to disagree with what you was doing, bro, you got my respect for watching this video. So my first question to you is, man, what alerted you to come down here? How did you get this story? And I know you said somebody, your family member stay down here, so talk to us.
Yeah, so I'm I guess you could say an activist, advocate in the city. I've done a lot of things locally and nationally. I've been the Flint for the Baltimore situation. I mean, I've been to Baltimore for the Freddie Gray situation. I did a door-to-door water drive in Flint when that happened. And I've been involved in a lot of high-profile police shooting cases and stuff here in the city and in the state. And so people tag me on stuff that goes on in the community because I'm involved with a lot of different things. So when I saw where the location was, somebody tagged me in somebody else's live. One of the guys who lived on the block was going live as the first pet mother showed up trying to go into the house. And so I saw the crowd getting agitated, and then when I saw where it was, I'm like, man, my family stay on that block. You know, and so I went down here, first of all, to assist with crowd control, because one of the things that I try to do in situations like that is make sure nobody get arrested, because somebody died. Right. The family, people try to bust through the tape, people try to go in the house, all type of stuff, and the police don't all the time be sensitive to that. So I try to make sure I'm there to mediate and make sure that nobody get arrested or anything like that if they acting out in a high emotional time. You know what I'm saying? My man. So that's why I went down there initially.
Okay. The name of the group is, because I think I did see it in a couple of news clips. It's called 414 Life, something like that.
No, so the news on the 414 Life is a city organization. They work with the city of Milwaukee through the Office of Violence Prevention, which is under the mayor. Now, okay. I don't know why they only named them and gave them credit for what was happening. My group was out there first, you know what I'm saying, and we did the passing out of the masks and stuff like that. OVP and those other groups joined us. So, of course, the news, they do stuff like that. But we are part of the Community Task Force, ComForce MKE.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me ask you this. Your kinfolks that's in that neighborhood, are they okay?
Yeah, they actually were so they stay downstairs from where the shooting happened.
Okay.
So it's a duplex house.
Mm-hmm.
But also the people who it happened to upstairs were also related to me in a way. I just don't directly know them. So my family downstairs, somehow they are like married into the family or longtime friends of the family that they grew up with. So I'm technically in a way related to those people. I just don't personally or directly know those people myself.
Got you. So if I may ask you, brother, what did you hear? What went on? The reason all this happened. You know, what the stories you getting? What actually happened? The reason this man did this?
Well, you know, I was out there with the family. They was discussing different things. You know, certain things like you said with the camera. I don't try to listen in on everything. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm standing there, people's business is people's business. What I did gather from the stuff I paid attention to was one that he was immediately, you know, under arrest or whatever. So before the details on that came out, we knew somebody had been arrested, and the family knew who it was that did it. Mm-hmm. What they didn't know is, and from what I've been told now that the criminal complaint is out, I guess the family got a call or got information from the officers or the detectives about whatever he said was the reason. So they know, but you know, until they tell or until they repeat that stuff, which they may not, you know, the rest of us just don't know what the circumstances was that led to that.
Right, and that's one of the reasons why I'm playing your video, because I know the news can only show so much, but people like you and others who's out there filming, we're going to see a little bit more of what's going on out there. May not understand what's going on out there, but we will see a little more of what's going out there. And for you, again, another reason why I respect you, because you was actually giving commentary on what's going on, but you didn't show it. And the one thing that made me respect you, like, look, I'm not here for show, y'all. Y'all looking for a show, then you need to go somewhere else. I'm here for what it is, and more likely you just there to make sure your family was okay. So now for the lady we kept seeing acting up that was in the pink, somebody kept saying something about her baby. Was that her child, or she was just related to the child?
Now, there was a survivor, a 3-year-old boy that survived that he did not kill. So I don't know if that was her baby. Mm-hmm. Everybody else that got killed or shot was between the ages of, I believe, 13 and 17.
Right. And, you know, I saw she was just really distraught at one point in the video. You know, it scared the crap out of me because she came out of nowhere and tried to break through the barricade. And like I was telling the audience, and a lot of audience agree, you know, I said, you know, in a situation like this, you know, it sounded like this woman only wanted to know where the child was, which that's understandable. And I said, if that had been me, man, and y'all not telling me where the baby is, I would probably be the same way, man. I'm finna break the walls down because y'all not telling me what I need to know, at least for the child. So if I know the child is safe, and y'all tell me at least he's or she at the hospital, then let me go there and be with the child. Tell me something. But as long as y'all not telling me anything, man, I mean, just the reaction you're going to get. And I really could blame her for that, you know? So, you didn't talk much on that, so I guess you can understand her position in that as well. But let me ask you this, man, because you didn't point to the fights, again, which is why I respect you, because a lot of people would have pointed the camera to the fights, but you didn't. But we heard what was going on. So, did anybody say to you, you know, what caused that friction to happen? The first one, why everybody, what happened? Because we heard something about somebody came down there and they said something stupid. So maybe you give us a little more insight of what you heard.
So with that, so that was the only real fight situation where, you know, on the adjacent block, because you see the block where it happened on 12 was blocked off with police presence, so they had to take to nobody get on that block. So, of course, people to get around, you know, in between to the houses and closer or whatever, they were going on 11 or they had to go around 13. Okay. And so I guess that family was like, you know, going from the Locust to, I guess that's Hadley, that next block up. One of the people in one of the houses on, I believe, 11, said something to the effect, and I don't know if they knew they was family or what, but they were saying, why the fuck they do that ghetto ass shit over here, take that ghetto ass shit somewhere else. commenting about the murders. So that, of course, pissed them off. Like,
yeah,
you know, and you know, in them times, they already frustrated. Everybody mad. Everybody sad. You know, any little thing like that. And then on top of that, a lot of the agitation was also the media because, you know, while the girl was distraught, falling out, you got people crying. They trying to stick the camera in their face. They don't want to be filmed. It's all type of stuff that go on at those scenes that causes and pokes at that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now here's the thing with that. I mean, I understand where they come from, but you know, that's what the news do. You know, they trying to get, I guess, get as much information that they can. So that's something they used to do is point cameras at the face. But it sounds like when they did ask for them to get the cameras out their face, they got the respect and got the cameras out of their face. So I'm assuming that's what happened with them.
Not really.
Oh, they didn't? Oh, they didn't? Oh, okay.
No, we have to block them from filming them, and it's a difference from you filming, you know, the family standing around or you know having a conversation or whatever. But when somebody is literally fainting, you know, people are you know sobbing and all on the ground, and you know, they shirt maybe like anything like those real. Those situations, the media a lot of times don't have no respect, and they like to catch that kind of stuff when people are overly emotional. And them times people don't want to be filmed. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be looking ugly and they hear any kind of way and they shirt up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I feel you. Okay, so now there's another part of your video. It sounded like another altercation had went down, and we saw you kind of running. And I guess you trying to intervene. What was going on? It sounded like it was another outbreak or another fight that's pretty good go on. If you can remember that part. What was happening then? Because we saw you running towards it, you know, and I guess they must got it under control by the time you got there. So can you tell us what was going on then?
No, I'm not sure what time you're talking about.
Man, we've been in this video for a while. I couldn't tell you the timestamp.
So it was another situation where my brother was one of the people that they had interrogating him in a car, and actually. What happened, you know, my brother, this is my youngest brother. He has, you know, a little bit of mental issues. He's been through the foster care system, and one of the families he stayed with in foster care gave him, you know, a bunch of messed up ADHD and all type of medicine, and it messed him up. So he, you know, this, you know, I don't know if you saw the pictures of the videos that were going around, but they thought my brother was the person who killed them. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Yeah, so that was going around, but what happened was they put my brother in the car, even though he was in the house down. He was in the downstairs house. They took all the men and the boys from the downstairs house and interrogated them, had them in the car for hours, all this type of stuff. And so my brother not wanting to be enclosed, don't like the police, don't like to be touched, you know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, they opened the door, and he jumped out of the police car, and it went from there. Like they was going, you know, go blow with him, and I had to calm him down because I felt my brother, it was 10 of them on him, and they could not get him down. And I'm like, if he starts fighting, all he do is work out and practice karate. That's all he do. I swear to God, every day, all he talk about is, well, what happened if somebody try to fight him? That's all he talk about. So I had to try to calm him down.
And I think we just had passed that part when I saw you had responded to me. Brother, let me tell you this. This one I just telling people, I say I got mad respect for you, because when stuff like that happens, a lot of people egg on and try to get people to do more. But that wasn't you, bro. You was telling him, bro, calm down, stop. Even when we saw the police put kind of like his hand on you, kind of bat you back, a lot of people would have been like, you know what I'm saying, man, get your fucking hands off me. But bro, you didn't do that. You just like, hey, y'all, that's my brother. Hey, man, stop. And I said, y'all cannot tell me, y'all can't find respect for this man, how he handling himself, even when his brother is down there, because he knows what's up. Now, I got to ask you this, brother, because I said I had respect for you when you did this. Somebody was behind you talking about, get him. I said, you know what? He could have turned around and told him, man, dude, shut the fuck up. That's my brother. I said, but you didn't say none of that. You act like he wasn't even behind you. Who the hell was that?
I have no idea, and I actually don't even remember nobody saying that. So even if they was, I probably was on out myself, because like I said, I wasn't worried about the police doing something to my brother. I was worried about him hurting them and getting some charges. So I wasn't even paying attention to that part.
That's what I said. You probably weren't even paying attention to him. And I said to the audience, I said, that show you right there, somebody like that, to me, don't even give a fuck about nobody else. Because if you wanted somebody to do something to the cops so bad, that instead of you egging on somebody else to do it, won't you get out there and do it? Okay?
Exactly.
So you sit there and tell this man brother to do more stuff, to cause him harm, and possibly get arrested and more charges. And when he do that, you get to go live your freedom while this man going to jail because you try to hype them up. And you wouldn't even give a shit. But like I said, bro, that's why I got my major respect for you when I saw that part. And we just passed that part of the video. I said, this man right here is the truth. And I told the young ladies in my chat room now, they say they know of you. I said, hey, you follow him, hit him up for me, and let's get him on the show. And brother, you are here right now. So man, I really appreciate you, man. Much respect. And I'm glad I got you on the show, brother.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime.
Okay. So here, I guess this would be my last question to you because we coming to close to the end of your video, which I probably don't need to. I probably will play the rest of it. So, what happened at the end while you was there? Did the streets get cleared? Did everybody calm down? Was everybody still up in outrage? Did the woman finally find out that the child was at the hospital? You know, what was the last thing that happened while you was there?
So it ended with, you know, people did disperse over time.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had made a trip home to go grab some masks to hand out, and then I came back, and then it started raining real heavy. So I left again, and I went to go charge my phone, and I went to go grab, you know, get some people to come donate some pop-up tents so people didn't have to stand in the rain. Because essentially they were waiting for the crime scene to come down, which happens, you know, once they bring the bodies down from out the house. That's a whole big deal. You know, so we were just, you know, we got some people to bring some food down, some water down. You know, they sat under the pop-up tent.
My man.
You know, we talked to them, you know, and tried to just keep everybody calm and smooth while they was out there, you know. And so it ended smoothly. It really did, you know. And, you know, they did find out all the information they needed to. They ended up taking all the rest of the stuff that we didn't give to the community or they didn't eat. They took all that food and stuff home. And, you know, it ended real chill.
Okay. Well, brother, I said that was my last question, but I got one more for you. Being the other person that you are in the organization that you in, I do this. I speak on children. I'm so like an advocate for children, doing my podcast and other crimes or whatnot that's against children or crimes like this. Period. I've been doing this since 2016. I get a lot of stories down there in Milwaukee. In your opinion, if you have one, what do you think is going on down there, man, while y'all got so much crime going on? I mean, is it the quarantine or just you think people just don't give a care about other people? What do you think is going on? Why so much stuff is going on down there, brother? Because I know Memphis, we bad too, but I think y'all topping us down there. So what do you think going on down there, bro?
Where you say you at?
Memphis.
Okay. You know, Memphis is a predominantly black city. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing, and it's a southern city where y'all, you know, y'all still. I grew up in Mississippi, so I know.
Oh, okay,
It's a complete difference in the vibe in the community. Like, for instance, like you can't walk a block or two down where I was at in Mississippi without somebody asking you if you need a ride or if you good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People check on each other. They care about each other. They care
Absolutely.
about, you know, bringing the community together. It's always, you know, BS wherever you go. But for the most part, they still got that black pride, that community pride, whatever. Up here, it's like, man, Milwaukee is the blackest city in the state. It's really the only black city in the state, predominantly black city in the state. And most of the people from here are either, you know, from down south or directly from Chicago. So we get a lot of the stuff from Chicago over here. You know what I'm saying? Really, really up north, when you talk about Minnesota, a lot of them different places is a lot of people who from Chicago who either left running from gangs or just set up shop somewhere else, you know, and you have Milwaukee. So it's a predominantly people of color city, predominantly black city. It's ran by mostly white people, from the school system to everything else. So of course we got the poverty and all the other stuff going on. and the police issues. And then, you know, it is what it is, man. We got people who don't have much education, bad, ain't no jobs around. You already know we ain't got time to do nothing but sit around and be mad and angry and get into it with each other. That's all.
Okay,
that's all
got you, brother. Well, say less. I understand where you come from because it's kind of like that down here in Memphis as well. Vaun, brother, thank you so much for coming to the show. Again, brother, you got my man respect. And hopefully, man, I can have you on the show again. I'm going to follow you when I get through with the show, man, and try to catch up with some of the things that you do. And have you back on the show, man, speak on some of the things that y'all do down there in Milwaukee, at least try to bring some peace to the city. But other than that, brother, you got mad respect for me, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, I appreciate it. Anytime.
Hey, no problem, no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Vaun Mays. He's the guy with the video who I'm playing right now. He's the one who recorded this video. Hey, he got my respect. He really do got my respect. And just like anybody else, it was an honor to have him on the show and speak with him on this show. Remy, thank you. Gears, thank you for sending me the video. Remy, thank you for correcting me and letting me know that it is him. And to tell me that, hey, hit him up. Follow him on Facebook, and we got him on the show. And I want everybody to understand this is what the Chris Storm Show is about. Whenever we talk about stories like this, anybody who's in the surrounding area, family members, friends, or whoever, we're going to do our best to get them on the show. Amen. And so far, we've had much success on getting a lot of people on the show on a story that I and you all speak on with me. And for that, I salute y'all in the chat room as well for helping this platform to grow bigger and stronger and more positive. Even though the stories be fucked up, but at the end of the day, it's bringing awareness to what is going on. To have this man on the show, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Amen. 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 I'm going to cut this part out when I talk to him and probably upload it separately and put it on Facebook. But I would definitely try to get him back on the show again. Well spoken, brother.